Welcome back, my PT Care friends and family. Michael O'Connor here, Doctor of Physical Therapy, ready to review another excellent stretch for your shoulder. Today we're going to be doing the shoulder external rotation stretch, which I have nicknamed the doorway 90-90 stretch, just based on the angles that are commonly used for this stretch. And doorway because it's most easy to perform this stretch on a door frame. But don't forget, this stretch can be performed on any stable surface, such as a wall, any opening like a garage door. I've done these stretches on columns, stop signs. Any stable surface will work just fine for these. So, what are some of the reasons we need to have this external rotation? Well, remember the rotational component of our shoulder often involves other motions, such as flexion or abduction. So, external rotation in this position involves a combined movement, but very common for us to need that for throwing a ball, sporting activities such as swimming, any type of functional activity. If you're a passenger in a car and you need to get the seatbelt buckled and you reach up and overhead, that's external rotation that takes you there to get that. So there's a lot of functional implications, and rotation is extremely important for the shoulder joint to work properly. Let's get right into the stretch. The first thing I want you to notice is that when I'm about to get my arm on the door frame, I actually rotate my body toward my right arm. We're stretching the right shoulder and the right pec in this example here. So if notice when I come up here, I get my hand on there, assisting with my left hand to get up my elbow up to around shoulder height, and I've rotated toward my arm, roughly parallel to the ground here, and then take baby steps forward. That allows me to maintain proper weight bearing through my legs. If I don't baby step forward and I lean, I'm going to put an incredible amount of pressure on my shoulder, which is not a good thing to do for this position, for this stretch. The staggered foot position also keeps my low back in neutral position. If I had my feet together, most people will arch their low back, and you want to stay neutral throughout this stretch. So here we are, staggered foot position. I'm thinking about keeping my neutral spine aligned, tall position, breathing comfortably. Two questions I ask myself at this point: what do I feel? And what am I supposed to feel? This stretch is for your pectoral region, the front of the chest. So you should have a stretch in that location, and maybe a tiny bit of a stretch on the top of your shoulder. When I'm done this, I take baby steps back, and did you see right here, I rotate toward my arm using my left hand to assist it down. Really important if you have a sore shoulder or you're working out a lot of tightness in there, to be very gentle coming in and out of these stretches. A couple shoulder rolls keeps it nice and relaxed. Here's the posterior view. I rotated toward my arm to get my arm on the door frame, roughly 90-90 here, and it can be a few inches above or below, go by feel. And then I took baby steps forward, and then I did a little bit of a forward lean by bringing my right heel up off the ground. My legs are in full control of my body weight shift, so I don't put much pressure on my shoulder itself. So a couple of the parameters for stretching: if I'm recovering from something, I've had a lot of stiffness, trying to work out something in my shoulder, we need a little more frequent stretching. So 3 repetitions, 3 times a day for 30 seconds. And 30 seconds is the minimal hold time. If I have pretty good motion and I'm just trying to keep that motion, I might do this stretch just before playing tennis or tossing a ball. And that would be 2 to 3 repetitions of the stretch once a day, maybe just before the activity. And that's minimum of a 30-second hold as well. So again, as I step back, rotate toward the arm and have my left hand assist it down. Couple shoulder rolls always relaxes things after these stretches. Couple things to avoid. This position, oh my goodness, I have lost my neutral spine position. I'm completely side bent to the left. Even though my feet are staggered, being off alignment will put excessive pressure on my shoulder. We definitely don't want to do that. Here, When I rotated to put my forearm up on the door frame, I forgot to square myself up. So I'm rotated toward my arm. That is not good alignment because my shoulder will actually be behind me here on that stretch. And it's hard to attain the pectoral stretch when you are rotated. So make sure you stay nice and square and neutral spine moving forward. And then here, often it's look how high the arm is or how much force I can push into the stretch. We do not want to do that. This is excessive extension right here, too much curvature, and I've lost neutral spine once again. So make sure that is not the position that we are looking at for this stretch. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. And check out my website in the link below for some additional content that you'll only find there. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.